Just pause it.
Now, it is the first time Barcelona have won 4 Clásicos in a single season, this very much.
Right there. Yeah, that's the one. 4 El Clásicos this season. 3 different competitions and 2 trophies on the line. But in all of that, there's been one constant. That's one winner. Barcelona. So how did Barcelona manage to beat Real Madrid 4 times this season? What's Hansi Flick's secret to never losing against his arch rivals? And what's the guaranteed backup plan he's got that can't make the team lose? Just in case you haven't clicked it yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button to this channel for more videos like this. Safe to say this season has been insane for Barcelona. To win El Clasico is one thing, but to do it back to back to back to back? Well, that's incredible. The first was back in October, a game many expected would be tough for both teams, but no one could quite believe that scoreline.
If what we've just seen play out at the Santiago Bernabeu, Barcelona beating Real Madrid by 4-0, a Real Madrid side who hadn't been beaten in La Liga.
It was 4 when it could have so easily been 6. Lewandowski missed 2 clear-cut chances and, in truth, Barcelona reduced Real Madrid to getting caught out time after time with the offside trap.
Mbappe, the flag for a moment stays down. This might be the first chance of the game for Kylian Mbappe, and it's saved.
And he is at the moment more defending than attacking. What a ball.
Long one for Vinicius, and the clearance runs to Mbappe, and the goalkeeper's out.
Winning 4-0 at the Bernabeu laid down the marker. Real Madrid was out for revenge. Hansi Flick and his Barcelona team wanted to show this wasn't a fluke win. This was a statement result they wanted to continue, and both teams got the chance just a few months later. The Spanish Super Cup final, El Clasico, the second meeting between the two, and this time, Real Madrid scored first to take the lead and leave Barcelona on the ropes. But what happened from that point on was once again simply incredible.
But Real Madrid, looking to get backward from that corner, are being torn apart. 4-1.
By halftime, it was Real Madrid 1, Barcelona 4. The game eventually finished 5-2 for Barcelona after Szczęsny got sent off for Barca in the second half, but it took nothing away from the fact that Barcelona had gone back-to-back against Real Madrid and won a trophy in the process. Both results gave a clear indicator of what this team under Hansi Flick is all about, which we will get to, but after that meeting in January, they were set to meet again. This time with an even bigger trophy on the line, that being the Copa del Rey final.
Liga, the first Clasico final since 2014.
Yeah, since a certain Gareth Bale ran off the pitch and back on again and scored that brilliant goal.
This was the chance for Real Madrid to salvage something out of the season. By the time the Copa del Rey final rolled out, Los Blancos had already been knocked out of the Champions League by Arsenal, trailed Barcelona in La Liga, and it set up what promised to be a stunning final, which was, but in the end, this was the difference. Conda's goal in extra time had done the job. Barcelona didn't just win the Copa del Rey, they'd beaten Real Madrid. How many times consecutively in the same season? Well, I'll allow Kylian Mbappe to answer this one. Off the back of this, there was surely no way they'd be able to do it again, right? Coming into the 4th Clasico of the season a few weeks back, the odds were stacked against Barcelona. They just played out a brutal 120 minutes against Inter Milan in the Champions League semifinals, which was in line with playing 120 minutes days back against Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey final. Real Madrid had the extra days to rest. That Barcelona team looked shattered after the result to Inter. And yet, at the Lluís Companys, it was the same outcome again. Barcelona 4, Real Madrid 3. Barcelona had now won 4 consecutive finals against Real Madrid, and each one told a different story. But the main idea was Hansi Flick had now proved that this team owned Real Madrid, and it didn't matter when, where, or what was on the line. So now we know how Hansi Flick's Barcelona team managed to thump Real Madrid this season. The next question is, what's Flick's secret to never losing against this Real Madrid team? And the answer? It's down to the changes he's made at Barcelona, especially at the back.
But, Jules, the wheels nearly came off in the second half. You getting nervous about this high line?
It is very risky at times. We said that before. I mean, Espanyol had 2 goals disallowed for
the high line. Now, hate it or love it, it's become a hallmark of this Barcelona team, and specifically against Real Madrid, it's been magic. Going back to that first El Clasico of the season, the numbers don't lie. Barcelona didn't just win 4-0 at the Bernabeu. Defensively, it was a masterclass performance. The stat that stands out the most is the offside counter. Real Madrid had 12 offsides to Barcelona's 1, and Kylian Mbappe was caught offside 8 times in the game. It featured less in the 5-2 win in the Copa del Rey final, and that's because Barcelona's general control of the game allowed Real Madrid just a couple of half chances, and at that point, it seemed like Madrid had found a fix to getting past the high line again. But in the Copa del Rey final in Sevilla, the offside trap played a big role in Barcelona's success again. The count, Real Madrid was caught offside 7 times in that one. 5 off the 12 they had in October, and in the 4-3 win in La Liga a few weeks back, Real Madrid was caught offside 5 times. The offside trap is a result of that high line Barcelona plays in defense, which gets even better when you realize the players they've got in the positions to affect it, particularly the center backs.
Goals and create assists, and obviously the ones that we all pay the money for, who get paid the most bucks. He's a defender, but what I love about this guy is his tactical awareness. The high line that Barcelona play.
Just look at the numbers with Pau Cubarsí. 89 recoveries in La Liga, a 93.6% passing accuracy, and 38 offsides drawn. He's one half of that center-back duo, and the other is a man who is almost twice his age and yet complements him extremely well. Inigo Martinez, who, as of this recording, leads La Liga for the most duels won with 74.2% this season, and that's not even the main point with him. It's what he can do on the ball that's stunning. No player in Europe's top 5 leagues has completed as many passes as Inigo Martinez this season. No player in the same category has completed as many switches of play. The fact that Hansi Flick has got 2 players who are equally comfortable on the ball to spring attacks is great, but they also complement each other with the offside trap. Now, neither of Inigo Martinez or Cubarsí is blessed with crazy pace to chase opposition attackers back when the team pushes high, and the understanding to use the high line and offside trap to keep attackers off is just brilliant. But it goes beyond the high line for Barcelona in the context of beating Real Madrid 4 times this season, because the truth is, there's one area of the pitch Barcelona repeatedly exploited against Real Madrid this season.
And the forwards, Vinicius and Mbappe.
I mean, for me, the biggest problem here is Toni Kroos not being there anymore. Really, I don't think he would solve everything, but certainly he would bring so much.
What Real lacked with Toni Kroos here, what they didn't have, Barcelona had, and used it to their advantage.
Best midfielder in the world, Pedri.
Hands down.
Arguably so, but right now, Pedri is the best midfielder in the world. But what exactly makes him so good, and how does it relate to this context?
Those names are different kinds of midfielder, and I love a midfielder that controls a game. I love a midfielder that picks the ball up deep and just dictates that tempo of that game. And Pedri missed so many matches last season. He had an injury this season. When he gets back to full speed, I think we'll realise how...
It adds up nicely here. In the 4 meetings against Barcelona, Real Madrid has lacked that player who could control the game in midfield. They look so easy to play against. Whereas in Barcelona's case, with Pedri, they've got a little magician who sets the tempo of this team. Alongside Frenkie de Jong, they easily play past that Madrid midfield like it was non-existent. And of course, it'll be impossible to talk about Barcelona this season without mentioning that attack. Rafinha, the most goal contributions in the Champions League, the most goals, the most assists, 50-plus goal contributions and counting this season. Robert Lewandowski, despite his injury in recent weeks, has equally hit the 40-plus goal mark for goals with Barcelona, the best scoring season of his 3 years at Barca. And Lamine Yamal. It's incredibly difficult to explain just how talented this guy is.
Nor do talents like Lamine Yamal either. I mean, he's just 17 years old. What an incredible talent. Is he the best in the world?
Imagine that. Imagine being 17 and already getting shouts as being the best player in the world. Together, these three have terrorized Real Madrid this season. The 4-0 win at the Bernabeu, all three were on the score sheet. That 5-2 win in the Spanish Super Cup final, all three on the score sheet as well. Lewandowski couldn't play in the Copa del Rey final due to injury, and despite not scoring, Rafinha and Lamine Yamal put in a shift, particularly Yamal with 2 assists. Then the 4-3 win in La Liga, Rafinha scored, same with Lamine Yamal, and the combination between the two for goals could have been more if Rafinha had buried the chances he missed. Hansi Flick's system is guaranteed to get results against Real Madrid. Even in the moments they've gone behind, his backup plan has always been to keep attacking.
El otro día dijiste una frase a Barça One y hablé con Ronald, si nos metían 1 o 2 goles y tal, pero este año no pueden con nosotros. No gustó tanto en la capital. Bueno, a la gente que dice que igual estás...
This was off the back of Lamine Yamal, stating that even if Barcelona conceded a goal or even 2 against Real Madrid, Madrid still wouldn't be able to beat them. And he wasn't wrong. They went behind in the Spanish Super Cup final and came back to win 5-2. Went behind in the Copa del Rey final with less than 10 minutes to go and came back to win. And they went behind 2 goals in La Liga days back, and they still came back to win. Damn, they really do own Real Madrid now. So what do you guys think about El Clasico with Hansi Flick in charge at Barcelona? Can Real Madrid ever find a way back against this team, or is this the new order from now on? Let us know in the comments below, and also don't forget to hit that subscribe button for our channel.